Paul Jennings' The Gizmo. Fuck that book. I got it out of a cereal box. I got a book.
What?
I think it was like a Cheerios cereal box. And they gave me this tiny-ass book, and I read it. I was like, I hate this. And so I took it to school, and I put it on the school bookshelf. I'm like, no, it's not my problem. And then she's like, guys, we're reading a book today. Today it's The Gizmo. And I'm like, God damn it! Hey, guys. We're doing the book sacrifice tag.
Yeah.
What's that?
You know, I don't actually know. The cameramen have setting this up for us, so...
It's apparently where you get a bunch of scenarios for a book, and you choose which book you kill.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. It's books that we didn't like. First
scenario, an overhyped book. Let's say you're in a bookstore just browsing, then BAM! Zombie attack. An announcement comes over the PA system saying that the military has discovered that the zombies' only weakness is overhyped books. What book that everyone else says is amazing but you really hated do you start chucking at the zombies knowing that it will count as an overhyped book and successfully wipe them out?
Real talk? Hunger Games. I read the first book. Katniss is whiny. I don't care about her. I'm like, yeah, kill her. And then it's like Peter. She's like, where's Peter? I'm like, kill him. Kill them all. Everyone's like, it's never been done before and it could be our future. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. It happened twice. One, The Running Man by Stephen King. And Battle Royale by a Japanese author who I can't remember the name of. It's also televised murder for television. It's not a new idea. It's not gonna happen in the future because it's already happening in other societies.
True.
You know. Probably not exactly down to the murder each other for television, but you've seen some Japanese game shows. They get borderline murderous.
There's one where they have to find the objects in the room that are
made chocolate.
Yeah, but something looks so realistic, so you don't know. You have to like start licking things, and it's just so weird.
Like, I get the extended metaphor of like television's making us numb to actual pain. I'm like, I don't give a shit. So it's just a little too pretentious and a little too overhyped for me. Like, it's fine if you treat it as it is, which is a book where children murder each other because society. But as like, this is the deepest novel of our children's time, it's like, no. It's kind of a piece of shit, and Katniss is a very blank slate.
I'm picking the Clockwork series by Cassandra Clare, which is a spin-off of the Mortal Instruments series, and
which also sucks.
Prequel series. I like the...
Shut up.
I
read the first 4 chapters.
Shush. I like the first 3 books, fine enough. Everything after that, nah. The prequel series came out and it was so hyped because it was the prequel to this amazing world, and it was supposed to be, I guess, a steampunk version, which I know you hate.
It's everything I dread.
Slightly steampunk because it was set in Victorian times. There were still shadow hunters, and obviously their technology was slightly superior than the rest of the world. And I didn't like it. Why was that book a thing?
The Mortal Instruments also sucks. My god, Claire is whiny. And what kind of bar opens up to teens? Like, it's a teen-only bar? Teens don't go to teen-only bars. They get fake IDs. You get a fake ID and you get crunk. It's so not true to reality at all. So.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, I just couldn't handle it. I was like, and Jade, she's like, oh, I wonder who this boy across the bar is. I'm like, shut up. No one cares about the weird blue-haired guy or anything else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's
sorry, that's just me as well. I'd throw both. In fact, I'd throw all 3. I'd throw your stupid Clockwork, I'd throw the stupid Mortal Instruments, and I'd throw all of the Hunger Games.
What's the Twilight?
Bro, don't you dare insult my baby.
Oh. guys, drew a line there. What's the line?
Too far.
Too far.
What's our next scenario, camera woman, man?
Let's say you've just left the salon with a smashing new haircut. And boom, torrential downpour. What sequel are you willing to use as an umbrella to protect yourself?
Oh, dude. I'm gonna say Platinum by... I think it's Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the sequel to Golden. And it was just such an injustice that... Yeah, it's gonna be my umbrella because it was wrong. It was the wrong sequel to the book.
So basically, from what I heard, she won't be able to speak about it in her rage fit. The first book had 2 main characters. Second book followed one of the main characters, like, relations, like blood relations, I guess. Is it cousins or something, right? And the main character is only mentioned in one paragraph. That's what I heard. Is there anything more about
No. I need to know they end up together. Why won't you give me the sequel that tells me that? Why? That's all I cared about.
Alright, I'd probably sadly use the 7th Artemis Fowl book, Atlantis Complex, because that's the one where the main character, Artemis Fowl, has his, like, he gets a disease or some sort of psychological disease that makes him turn into someone called Orion, so he's barely in the book, and it's this guy who kind of acts like an old, like, Lancelot style, like, my lady, I must save you.
Oh my
and that's the
gosh.
entire book with this stupid guy you don't want to be with.
You don't want
And
that.
he, like, confesses his love for Holly and all this jazz, and he's just a giant mess up. I didn't care about him because I kind of wanted to see more of Artemis instead of McFuckboy. What's next?
Let's say you're in a lecture and your English teacher is going on and on about how this classic changed the world, how it revolutionized literature, and you get so sick of it that you chuck the classic right at his face. Because you know what? This classic is stupid and it's worth attention just to show everyone how you feel. What classic did you chuck?
I want to shout Romeo and Juliet. Can I shout Romeo and Juliet?
Bra! Yeah, you can.
Cause why? It's so stupid. And it's like, everyone talks about how it's like the greatest tragedy of all time. It's like, no, it's not. They're just stupid teenagers. They're just like, they're so angry that it's called the greatest tragedy of all time.
It's the greatest romance of all time. It's not it's Greek tragedy, and if you ever read Antigone, bra, it's the same story, basically.
I just keep hearing how it's the most like tragic love story, and I'm like, no.
They were star-crossed.
Doesn't mean anything.
Well, what an odd thing to chuck, seeing as all your stupid-ass books are based off Romeo and Juliet. You know it! You know
You've
it!
done better though.
It was done first! It's the template for romance!
It's still stupid!
A classic book, which... What's wrong?
I don't read
And real
enough classic
talk.
novels. Like, the ones I read, I liked. So...
Nerd. Anyways, yeah, I once got a book on my phone because they're all, you know, those free books. I just got one of those, and it was called Son of the Sun. And I was like, this looks interesting. Turns out it's incredibly racist. So, don't read Son of the Sun. I can't even remember the plot. They tricked these island natives out of their money by pretending bronze was more valuable than gold.
Oh my god.
So they got all this extra free tobacco or something. And
That's just cruel.
and they treat them all as like primitive, and so it was this. I think it was about this. The son of the sun was a white guy who happened to live in the islands, I believe. It was just a kind of its time, weirdly racist novel. So I didn't enjoy that classic. I don't know if people talk about it anymore, but I got it on my iBook, which tells me it's a classic. What's the next and last scenario?
Let's say you're hanging out at the library when bam, global warming explodes and the world outside becomes a frozen wasteland. You're trapped and your only chance for survival is to burn a book.
A book.
What is the
One.
book you first run to? Your least favourite book of all life? What book do you not fully regret lighting?
We know what book I'm picking.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna mess up the title. Extremely Close and Incredibly Loud.
Extremely loud and incredibly close.
Damn it. That by...
It doesn't matter. You
That
know
one.
it.
You know that book. I had to read it for English and I hated it. It's so long and it's so stupid and I hated the main character so much. I really felt for her, but just didn't care. And maybe that's the way it was written. It was just so long and boring, and it's said about the Twin Towers tragedy.
Yeah, it's 9/11.
No, it's 9/11.
His dad dies in 9/11 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It doesn't.
You learn that in the first chapter of it.
Alright.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, I only watched the movie.
Did you not also learn that in the first 10 minutes?
I only watched the second half of the movie.
Jeez, Kaya.
Alright, mine is, I'm having a really hard time. Because my deepest part of me wants to burn Ender's Game to an ash. But it's actually a really good book, and I got emotionally attached to it. And then I read up on the author, Orson Scott Card, and I was like, oh! And I never really finished the last few pages. I can't do it. So I would burn it, but everyone else there would be like, So I would actually either burn Saving Francesca by Melina Marchetta or something. We had to read that for English. Talk about a whiny teen. She moves to an all-boys school. And
What?
She falls in love with the main guys, or like the lead.
How would that even happen?
Look!
They don't let you in!
No, 14, they just made the school unisex, so there's like 14 girls.
Oh, okay.
Which would
That's
be
better.
uncomfortable, but she's just mean to all her friends, kind of like Bella. She's just useless and cries a lot because her mom's sick. Which, like, sad that her mom's sick, but also, like, harden the fuck up a bit. I don't want to read about a whinger. I don't want to read about whinging.
I mean, and extremely loud and incredibly close.
Oh, the whinger is the narrator, as I recall.
Yeah, Oscar. You know,
So, we'll probably get, like, a message from someone like, well, you just didn't understand. It's all a metaphor. And you'll be like, shut the fuck up. It's stupid.
it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. I studied for English. I know all about the symbolism, all the deepful, meaningful crap it's supposed to have. I know. I was taught it. I still don't like it.
So, those are our thoughts. We probably raised your heartbeat a little too much.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll see you next time we do one of these tag videos. Don't know what we'll do next.
I mean, like, if you have any ideas of what you guys want to see, leave a comment.
We might
do it.
We probably won't.
If we get around to it.
If we get around to it. Not a big enough reader to do enough of these.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.